Hey guys, I'm Evan. Welcome to Country View Acres. So today it's gonna be one of them days where I need to just get some stuff done. I feel like I'm pretty far behind around here, and I was gonna come in here and try to clean out the back of the barnyard. Got the animals over in the other pasture, and I just realized that this brush hog is not gonna fit through this gate. 7-foot wide brush hog. See, we're gonna hit on this side, and then I'm pretty sure we're just gonna barely scrape over here. So starting off, first job of the day, not working out as I planned. So on my long list of things I want to improve, one of them is to remove this section of fence right here, and that will make this gate opening all the way over to that post. And then I could install a larger gate right here so it's a lot easier to get in and out of the barnyard with the tractor. But that's not happening today. So let's go ahead, drop this brush hog off so we can get this job done. Well, the gate opening's so small that I can't even hardly fit through with my car. So all the wasted hay from the barnyard I'm bringing over here to the compost bins. Later we'll spread that on the hay field. But this other bin over here, it has a couple round bales in it. They've been sitting here, I think, since spring. About a year they've been sitting here. And I just need to break these up. They're not going to compost the way they are. They're too tightly wound up. So I just need to try to break these apart, get them in that bin, and then I can bring the rest of the hay over and pile on top of it. That actually went fairly good. The only thing I didn't really get broken up was the core. I just got like a 1-foot diameter core here. I probably got to roll out by hand. But finally got to where it didn't weigh enough to unroll itself. Actually, I think I'm gonna save the core of that bale. I'm gonna put it in the pig pen. I'm gonna let them break it up a little bit, use it as some bedding. I got the pigs watching. You guys liking the show? You guys are curious, ain't you? All right, I'll go ahead and let the pigs break those round bale cores up the rest of the way, and we'll go ahead and get the barnyard finished up. So the other night I came out here, I cleaned that round bale feeder out. I took all the hay out of it and I stacked it inside of this square bale feeder. I had it all the way up to the roof, knowing that I was gonna come in here and try to clean out this barnyard. So when you see that round bale feeder being empty, it's not that the animals were without hay, it's just I had put it in this feeder back here. So that gate being too short and not going right up to the corners, preventing me from being able to use the grapple right against this fence. So do a little of it by hand. It's nice to have the animals on the other side, that way I don't have to mess with them while I'm cleaning this up, that's for sure. But I think this looks pretty good. So I'll probably move this hay feeder. We'll bring another bale out here and get this filled back up. Let me come over here, I want to show you these pigs. Yeah, can you see those pigs back there? They're all just out here soaking up the sun. It's a little cool today, so I'm sure laying out here in the sun feels pretty good to them. So I'm gonna run back and grab the small tractor and use it to bring the hay bale in here. I don't want to have to take the grapple off of the T654 because I've got other jobs that I need to do with it, either today or tomorrow. So I hate switching implements back and forth. It eats up a lot of your time during the day. You get less done. I've been peeling off this round bale every few days and putting some in this square bale feeder, just giving it another spot for the sheep to be able to eat so they don't have to fight the heifers for it. And over here, at least it keeps it somewhat dry in that square bale feeder. Hey pigs, you guys discover your hay? You guys move that around for me and get it all laid out like a bed. All right, this feeder's empty. I'm gonna go ahead and move this inside the trailer. So the pigs go to the processor in less than a week. So I wanna make sure that we're doing all our feeding inside the trailer. So I don't have very much pig feed left, so I've been feeding them steer feed. I got plenty of steer feed left over, but it's like whole corn, so it's not real palatable. So I started soaking it. So I've been letting it soak for 24 to 48 hours. Makes the corn a lot softer, and they've been eating it right up. So I'm gonna go grab some, we'll fill up the feeders. Okay. Oh, I spilled some. Yep, they're just munching it down. Before I started soaking that feed, that whole corn, you could hear them like crunching it in their teeth. I'm sure it wasn't very good on their teeth, but they definitely, it's a whole different sound now that it's wet. I mean, it's just like they're just slurping it down. All right, I think I'm done with the pigs now, and we're done in the barnyard. So I think I'm gonna take the sheep and the heifers, we're gonna move them back over there so they can eat on some of that hay. And then I'm gonna move over and work on the corral that's attached to this pasture. All right, girls, you guys ready to go back across? All right, Maya, lead the way. Come on, ladies. There you go. Back across the barnyard. So a couple weeks ago, we started building a corral at this white pole barn, and we've got one side up, and it's good enough for steers. It's not good enough for sheep. So what I need to do now is we need to fill in these gaps so the sheep can't jump out of here. And I'm just gonna use like a stock panel, which is like a wire fence panel. And we're gonna attach that on there, and that'll help cover up those gaps where they can't get out. But I've got the same problem with this gate. This is a bull gate. This is a heavy duty gate made to hold back, you know, steers and cows. And we need to do the same thing. We need to somehow fill in the gaps here so that a sheep can't get through it. This is how you put stock panels in a truck. All right, got a 4-inch angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. Cut these down. All right, first fence panel's on. My staples are actually a little long, so I get them in so far, and then I bend them over the rest of the way. That way they don't poke out the other side. All right, I've got a stock panel hung on each side of the gate. I just need to find a scrap piece for that corner over there. Now the trick is going to be the gate. Trying to get one on the gate and how to hang it. So from bottom rail to the top rail is 46 inches. So this is a combination stock panel, and the line wires, the spacing is closer together at the bottom, and then it gets farther apart as it goes up. Total height is 50 inches, and those bottom wires are every 2 inches. So that one's 48, and that one right there is exactly 46. So as long as I cut off these two bottom wires, I'll be the same size as the gate. And these panels are 16 feet long. The gate is 18. I'm just gonna be a little bit short on each end. All right, I got the fence panel attached temporarily with just a few zip ties. You see we've got about a 3-inch gap on that side. That looks good. And as we come across here on this end, you can see that 16-foot panel doesn't quite reach to fill in this gate. We've got at least 12-inch opening on this side. So I took another piece of scrap, and I think we can just put that right in there, and that will fill in that spot right there. Now, like I said, these zip ties are just temporary. I may go ahead and use it this way for a couple weeks, but I've been trying to think about how I want to attach this. And I think there's several ways you could do it. I think you could wire it on with some tie wire. I think you could use maybe like a hose clamp and put hose clamps on there and hold it on. And I think what I'm going to do, which is probably the more permanent, probably long-term solution, is I'm going to weld it on there, I think. So to do that, I'm going to have to come up here and I'm going to have to basically strip paint off of this gate in like several spots, maybe every foot or two, and then tack weld this on to the gate to get it permanently attached. And that's probably not going to be real easy because I'm just not in the best location to do that. And I think that is the end solution, is to just weld that stock panel on there. It's permanent. Then I'll have to repaint a lot of this afterwards. And I should have done it before I hung this gate. I knew it needed something. I just wasn't for sure what I wanted to do. And next time I will do this before I ever hang the gate. I'll just go ahead and put a stock panel on there and get it all done and then hang it. But for now, I think the zip ties are going to work just for a couple weeks. I may have to add a few more. Believe me, they are not going to withstand a cow rubbing on them at all. They'll just snap. I definitely needed bigger zip ties than what I used. All right, I found a scrap piece of stock panel. Cut it down to fit in here perfectly. All right, I think that finishes up this side of the corral until I come back, of course, and weld that stock panel on. But this should work for now. It should hold the sheep in, and I don't have to worry about them getting out on this side. So today is actually Thanksgiving. That's a holiday here in the United States, and obviously we're not celebrating it today. We have two family get-togethers, one on Friday and one on Saturday, so we'll be celebrating over the weekend. So today I'm just trying to get caught up on things around the property here. And Rebecca, she's actually in the house. She's doing some cooking. She's trying to prepare some desserts and some things for these family meals we have coming up. So let's go ahead. We'll head inside and see what she's working on. All right, I had to wait a couple hours for Rebecca to get done cooking and to clean the kitchen because Rebecca does not like a mess, and she especially doesn't want a mess to show up on camera. So she's done cooking, so let's show you what she made.
All right, so I made 2 pumpkin pies, of course. Thanksgiving's not complete without pumpkin pie. And then I made brookies. It's a brownie with cookies, chocolate chip cookies. Those are Evan's favorite.
And then Rebecca went to a lot of work for this one. What did you make here?
So this was something new. I've never made this before. So it is a chocolate star brioche bread.
Yeah, and it's not 100% done, right? You still got like some
powdered sugar
to put on top of it?
But it's very hot right now. So.
Yeah, it just came out of the oven. Just look at that thing. Isn't that cool looking? That is cool. That is the coolest looking bread she's ever made. So it's actually like, it's like a special bread with Nutella. That's actually like Nutella layered in this. So it's kind of a chocolatey, nutty flavor, I guess, right? We don't know till we try it, right?
Yeah, I was gonna make it with cinnamon sugar, and I may do that next time, but I thought I'd try it with the Nutella.
See how it turns out.
Yes.
So yeah, if this turns out to be good, this is definitely something you're gonna make again, right?
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe again for the next meal, because we do have 2 meals this weekend. So we'll wait and see. This one's going to my family's tomorrow, and we'll wait and see if it goes to Rebecca's family's on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah. We got a turkey brining. She's made up a brine. We're gonna move it out here so we can see it. It's got to actually go out to a fridge.
So the turkey doesn't quite fit.
Yeah, you see the turkey sticks out of this huge stock pot. And
smells good.
You can see all the thyme and different seasonings, floating in there. But that's a brine. It's got like half cup of salt or something in there, and a bunch of seasoning. Yeah.
Yep. Thyme and rosemary and
you just started this just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
And this is actually going to be
for Saturday.
Cooked Saturday. So it's going to brine for
Over 24 hours.
Yeah, just over 24 hours, about 36 hours before we cook it.
Yep.
But that is one of the turkeys that we raised. And you can see how big they are. There's no way you could they wouldn't fit in a turkey fryer. They're too big.
Yep.
So I think in our last video, I said I was making snack sticks and jerky. So I've got 2 1-gallon bags of deer jerky, trying to clean out the freezers of last year's deer meat. So I've got 2 bags of jerky, and those actually turned out really well. And then I ended up with like a 1-gallon bag, probably can't see it, 1-gallon bag of snack sticks. And I've been eating on this one probably the most, I guess. It's almost half gone already. But yeah, we have been busy processing stuff. And then you actually made the turkey that we cooked in the last video. We took the bones and all the juice and we made some broth.
And tetrazzini.
Well, I'm just talking, yeah, you made turkey tetrazzini that we froze, but you made turkey broth, another batch of turkey broth.
Yeah, I have the jars in here.
Yes, there's a total of 4 more quarts of turkey broth. The lighting isn't the greatest here in the pantry. But Rebecca said this broth was the best tasting broth, so she marked it. She marked it really good turkey stock. Yeah. So she's got that one marked separate because she thinks this one turned out the best.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, very seasoned. And it was seasoned because of this brine. And that kind of got the good base going when you made your stock. Yep.
Too bad we only got 4, but we'll get more maybe from...
If you save the stock from this next one.
Yeah.
Yep.
My mom always throws out the carcass of the turkey, and I usually bring it home, so...
So you can bring it home, and you can make some more.
Yep. And I made my own evaporated milk for the pumpkin pie, because I didn't have enough.
Yeah, I didn't tell that story. So she didn't buy enough evaporated milk, and she's sitting in here trying to make her own.
And I did make my own.
Yeah, so you cook milk down, so it's a little less than half, a little more than half cooked down. How long did it take you?
2 hours.
2 hours to make what would be a normal can of evaporated milk.
Stirring constantly.
Yeah.
The entire 2 hours I stirred it. Yep.
Her right arm's really strong right now. She's ready to arm wrestle. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. We had a very busy Thanksgiving, didn't we? Yes, we did. So we'll end up, I guess we'll relax the next couple days. But I hope you guys have a great day. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
I don't need that much. That's all I need.